Hey fire signs. Welcome to your weekly messages for September 6th through the 13th. September already. Yikes. Anyway, hello, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Hello, hello, welcome in. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome, happy to have you here. And if you're returning, hi, welcome back. Happy to have you here as well. All of my information is in the description box below, so the decks that I'm using, my contact information if you want to follow me on social media or book your own personal reading, all there. So I did the general reading, so if you haven't already checked that out, please feel free to do so. Talked about some of the energies going on and corrected myself about how there was a full moon in Pisces on about the 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. Not the new moon, sorry, my bad. In the general September reading, I misidentified, so my bad. And Mars is going retrograde this week on the 10th, so check out where Mars is in your chart. Mars also rules Aries, so see where Aries is in your chart. And those of us who are lucky enough to have the double placement, yay. So we're going to be feeling that pretty intensely. And that's going to happen the 10th through November 16th-ish, so like the middle of November. So we're going to have a couple of months of it, so get ready. Of note to Sagittarians, especially, but everybody, Jupiter is going direct on the 13th, so in a week. So that's good. Jupiter rules Sag, sometimes also Pisces, depending on your astrological following. It's also the planet of luck and abundance and expansion, so that's a good thing that it's going direct. So let's see what messages want to come through. As always, remember this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free that if the storyline fits, but if I say you and it's another person, or if I say another person and it's you, feel free to swap the roles around. But don't try to shoehorn yourself into a reading that doesn't fit. If the storyline doesn't fit, that's okay. Check out your other placements. Maybe they will resonate more for you. And we're all on different timelines, so just keep that in mind. If you've already been through this energy, here you go. Maybe it'll help you understand it a little bit more. Some people are going through it now, and some people will be going through it later. So just keep that in mind. And if I say he or she, it's just the energy of the card. Gender's neutral. Take it if it resonates for you. Feel free to switch out those roles if it feels right. So I'm using Radleigh Valentine's Animal Tarot for the main spread, and then I'll be clarifying with the Witches Tarot. And then I have several Oracle decks over here, and we'll see where the reading takes us. Here we go. These are the messages that want to come out for the week of September 6th through the 13th. Ish. Maybe the 12th. Did I count wrong? We're gonna go with it. Cards are a little sticky. You guys feeling stuck? Alright. Let's see what's going on this week. Overall energy. 4 of Spring. So what's beautiful about this deck, besides the fact that it uses animals, is the suits are seasons. So 4 of Spring, Spring's Wands energy. So that's the 4 of Wands. That's beautiful. And the little otters are so cute. I love otters. Princess of Winter. That is the Page of Swords. 4 of Autumn in reverse. That's Pentacles. The Chariot and the Magician. Ooh. All right. So 4 of Spring, 4 of Wands. Cute little otters there. So otters do hold hands when they sleep so that they don't drift too far apart. That's so cute. I love that energy. And the 4 of Wands, traditionally speaking, is the 11-11's ultimate soulmate, divine partnership, union, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, card. It's also a celebration card. So a lot of times it'll be depicted as like people who are decorating for a celebration like May Day, also ushers in spring. So that could be of note to you, something about the spring, either last spring or this coming spring. And it also reminds me of the huppah at Jewish weddings. So just something really happy when it comes to the home. So that's good. Princess of Winter. So Princess is the page and Winter is swords. So the page is swords. So this bird's eye view here could be somebody spying or just kind of like looking in to see what's going on. Could also be, there goes my nose, on the nose. It could just be kind of seeing everything from that 5,000 foot perspective. Maybe not easy to see the fine details, but you can see the big picture, the overall view with that seagull being so high up in the air there. But message, it's a message. Pages are messengers. Could be a younger air sign as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could be younger than you physically in years or just maybe less mature. Take what resonates. Four of Pentacles in reverse here. So see that little squirrel here? I'll hold it up right. Little squirrel there. He's kind of got his nut. He's like, this is mine, my precious. So light side is saving. Shadow side is hoarding. So could be hoarding resources, or you just might need to be careful of what you're doing with your resources. Pentacles are money, but it could also be your time, your energy. Just make sure that you're not giving so much that it hurts or is to your detriment. Watch what you're spending, where you're spending, kind of take an evaluation of where you're putting your energy, whatever that energy is for you. The Chariot, sign of Cancer. But what's interesting is that in this depiction, you can't see who's steering these two horses. Sorry about that. I set off Siri. Anyway, you can't see who is steering this chariot. So these two horses, they're both seen as or depicted as white. In traditional depictions, one's white, one's black. So kind of signaling the duality. Sometimes it's spiritual versus material. Sometimes it's right or wrong. It's a black or white choice. However the energy is conveyed. But with the chariot here, 8/8 on the timer, is just about forward movement. So you are in charge. You decide where you're going. And both of these horses appear to be going in the same way, but they also appeared to be stifled somehow, kind of being held back a little bit. Maybe you're looking back at the past, like kind of how you're evaluating where you've been and where you want to go. That's not a bad thing. And I love the little butterfly there. So you're moving forward in some way, in some major area of your life, or at least you're trying to. We'll see what comes out when we clarify. And the Magician, so sign of Aries, hello. Also, you're manifesting. You are a powerful co-creator with the universe. Always remember that. So the Magician here is somebody who is really good at manifesting, magic, alchemy, just kind of like bringing things into their life, setting out to do something, Chariot, and then doing it and having it tangibly come into their life, kind of like wishes fulfilled. And I love the infinity symbol up here. Beautiful. All right, so let's see where we're going with this. So something good is happening in your home life, and kind of taking that perspective, evaluating where your resources are going and where you want to go in life, and making it happen. So yay. Probably end the reading right there, but we will clarify, get some further guidance for you guys. Beautiful. Hi, Phineas. So Kitty Cat has made his presence known. You're welcome. Whenever he shows up, he's blessing the reading in some way. So that's a good thing. All right, Four of Wands. Woo! Hello, Jumper. Okay, the Emperor. Gorgeous. The Emperor is all of the kings combined. So being upright, we're taking all of the kings upright. So very nurturing, very paternal. So he's watching those kiddos in the background. Very fair, good advice, good provider. Yeah. So you or the other person, very stable. All right, so this card came out kind of sideways. So the Six of Pentacles energy is the fair and even distribution of, yes, wealth, but also just your resources. So where that Four of Pentacles is in reverse down there, being careful, knowing what's going on. So when it came out sideways and looking to the left, which that's generally speaking, that's how readers like me see it as the past. So there's children here. So you could be evaluating how things were when you were a child, your beliefs around money being shaped by your experiences as a child, what you were taught about money. Were you taught to put 10% into your savings out of every paycheck to pay yourself first? Or were you raised with a different mentality? We're not going to call it any kind of energy, but you know what I'm saying? So just kind of taking a look at past practices. Could be an inheritance as well. Take what resonates. Ew, all right. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't want to say that you're, with it being the Four of Wands, I'm not saying necessarily that, or not feeling like the cards are telling you it's necessarily anything to be concerned about. Maybe it's that, not that your home isn't stable. Could be that you think things are going well and they're actually kind of not, or vice versa. But I think with these other cards here, it's more like things are fair, things are even, things are well. It's not just about the money. If you are feeling like things are uneven or that there's no love, that it's just not working for you, that's fine. Take what resonates for you. With the Knight of Wands in reverse here, hello fire signs. So it could be that maybe you feel like you've been doing, okay, all right, that makes sense. See, sometimes we get there. We just take the long way around. I mean, we always get there, but sometimes we just take the long way around. So with the Emperor, maybe you feel like you've been super nurturing. There goes my nose. Okay, here we go. For somebody, you feel like you've been super nurturing, that you've been doing what you're supposed to do. You've been pretty happy up until now. And now you feel like you've kind of been turned upside down. Like you can't move forward anymore in this situation. That though things are fine at home, it's maybe not as good as it used to be. Maybe it's not as stable as it used to be. Maybe somebody lost their job. I mean, COVID has wreaked havoc on pretty much everybody in some way. So maybe there's, on the nose, here we go. Maybe there's something about that in your relationship, in your home life, where things used to be good. Now you're kind of seeing some patterns maybe from your childhood, and you're like, things aren't so stable. They're not exactly what I thought they were. And now you've got a choice to make. What do you want to do? Which way do you want to go? Because wands are action. Which way do you want to go? Chariot. Which way do you want to go? Yeah. Unfortunately, sorry guys, that feels right. So you have a choice to make. Looking back on your childhood and your beliefs around money and what that means for your relationships. Does that mean that you need to break some kind of cycle, some kind of pattern of behavior, kind of like, I don't want to be in a relationship that is just a matter of convenience. I want it all. I want the Four of Wands. I want to be with my twin. I want to be with my ultimate soulmate. I want to be with the person that makes me feel everything, because why wouldn't you? You don't want to just be in a relationship that's just about money or just about convenience, right? Nobody got time for that. It serves a purpose, but really, that's not a soulful thing to do. All right, Princess of Winter. Woof, 10 of Wands. Time to put down that burden. Quit carrying that burden, whatever the burden is for you. Put it down. Let it go. Hanged Man. Some see this as the sign of Pisces. See this gorgeous raven up here? Love it. Helping to... So the Hanged Man is about taking a pause, taking a look at things from a different perspective, and figuring out that maybe something needs to change. And that's okay. And this is major arcana, so this is a major soulful evaluation of what has been burdening you, taking a look from another perspective. Princess of Winter, taking that 50,000 foot view, seeing the bigger picture. And this raven is symbolic of spirit guides, whomever that is for you, and helping you to untangle yourself, untie yourself, so that you can be free. That's beautiful. Free as a bird. Princess of Winter. Free as a bird, Segal. And I am doing, I forgot to say it in the general reading, but I did say it in the water signs reading. I am doing a Facebook Live on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time about spirit animals and totem animals and what they mean, and kind of going over how they're different yet similar, and going over some of the most common ones that people connect with. And also hopefully there's a nice discussion. I do have a nice lively group over there on Facebook. So hopefully there's a good discussion about what people see as their spirit animals. Ooh, all right. So here we go. King of Wands in reverse. Hello, fire signs. So of course it could be another fire sign, but it could also be you. In general, the energy is about feeling like you're out of control, or manipulating, or being manipulated. Just not being, maybe you're losing your passion, or have lost it. Mars in retrograde is a little bit about that too. The World. Ending of cycles, completion. Ending one cycle, beginning another. Check out this birdie. Taking that perspective, that different perspective, and seeing, evaluating those cycles, seeing what has been your childhood programming, and maybe what patterns you're repeating, whether it's stemming from childhood or just in general in your own life. Figuring it out. I see a deer, a buck. It looks like about a 6-point buck. I'm not a hunter, but it feels right. Leo the lion, the birdie, and then a man. So yeah, we've got all of the signs. Leo being a fire sign, the deer being an earth sign, the bird being an air sign, and the man being a water sign. He looks like the Knight of Cups. Interesting depiction. All right, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Squirrel. Squirreling away the resources, kind of like, because the 4 of Pentacles is about saving for a rainy day, but also hoarding, like I said, my precious, and just kind of being a bit Sometimes it's being stingy. Kind of like a Scrooge. I always see Scrooge from the Muppet Carol. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies that we watch Christmas movies year round in my house. Ooh, all right. Now we've got the Magician in reverse. So maybe you feel like you haven't been able to manifest what you were looking for, especially in a tangible way with the Four of Pentacles. So whether that's money or just other resources, I haven't been able to manifest enough time, or the house that I want, or the income, or whatever it is for you. All right. But the Five of Pentacles here in reverse is saying that you're coming in out of the cold. You're not in that necessarily lack mentality. Page of Wands. So, fire signs. You are showing up. Every court card except the Queen. Wouldn't be surprised if she comes out here in a minute. So pages, messengers, younger. I mean, it could be a younger fire sign for you. This could be your energy or someone else's. But generally speaking, the Page of Wands, so this could be being a messenger. It could be a very passionate message. It could be a message that calls you to action. See how he's kind of like yelling, like, hey, kind of a call to action. Or it could be somebody kind of, I don't really feel the gossip side on this one, but the page is really good at starting something but not finishing. So it's like, I'm going to start this one over here, but then I get distracted and start this one over here. And then it's kind of, oh, squirrel, oh, squirrel, oh, squirrel. So kind of trying to keep your focus about you so that you can manifest this abundance that you're looking for. Hierophant in reverse. So tradition, getting out. Okay, so a non-traditional approach. It's also marriage, so getting out of a marriage or a long-term relationship that's holding you back in some way. That's also Five of Pentacles, kind of like being held back. What they want. Okay. Page of Cups. So here with the Chariot, the Page of Cups. So a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but also pages are messengers, so a message of love. Something heartfelt, heart-centered, that helps you to see what you need to do. Six of Swords. Moving on, moving forward. So the Chariot and the Six of Swords, definitely. And I love in this depiction how the person's rowing themselves away. Again, you're in control. The Lovers. Sign of Gemini. So yeah, you're moving forward to something that is making you super happy. And definitely feeling relationship on this one, because this is the major arcana. This is ultimate soulmate, twin flame, divine union, however you want to look at it, whatever label you want to put on it. You're moving towards this incredible, beautiful happiness, because you were heartbroken. Something happened that broke your heart. And therefore, you decided to move on because you want to be happy. Well, yeah. Who doesn't want to be happy? So getting out of that Three of Swords. You could be leaving somebody that there was a third-party situation, or just it wasn't working for you anymore. And now you're moving towards something and someone that's more in alignment. I don't want to say better, but more in alignment, better for you. Magician upright. Ooh, hello. Oh. Okay. Wow. Ew. Oh, why? Okay. Okay. I need to not question them. I just need to go with it, even though there's 800 cards here. Bear with me, guys. All right, the Magician, manifesting, alchemy, moving forward. This is what you're doing. You can manifest whatever you want. And it's a unicorn, so hello. High Priestess. Hey, Pisces. So there's definitely a lot of fire energy here and water energy, especially Pisces. So High Priestess, she is, generally speaking, we're just talking about the energy of the card. Somebody who's very intuitive, very psychic, very much in touch with her inner self, with her higher self, listens to spirit. She knows. She's a human lie detector. You cannot pull anything over on this girl because she knows. She's a queen. She's like a spiritual queen. She knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing, and you don't even have to tell her. She already knows. You cannot pull anything over on her. If you're trying to convince her of something, she's either going to say, okay. Even though she knows better. If she doesn't care, she's going to let you tell the story. Like, okay, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. If she cares, she's going to light a fire under you. She's going to say, really? You want to try that again? It's like mom, when you come home and you're like, oh, we ran out of gas. She's like, really? You want to tell me where you really were? What you were really doing? That's her. That's her energy. She knows. She holds the scrolls, and she's got her black kitty cat. You know how much I love black kitty cats. Nothing else in my life happens. If nothing else comes from my legacy, I just want the world to understand that black cats are amazing, that they're actually protection and not a bad omen. So there you go. She is so intuitive. She lets her inner compass tell her where to go. So that's perfect with the Magician. 9 of Wands, taking a stand. This is the wounded warrior, sometimes victim mentality. With this set, I'm thinking you're giving it one more try. Like, all right, I haven't been able to manifest thus far, but I'm going to keep trying. Maybe you are a little bit like, why? Why can't I manifest when I'm trying to manifest? It's okay to feel that way for a little bit, but then get yourself out of that, get into High Priestess, and manifest the F out of whatever it is that you're trying to do. The Star in reverse, sign of Aquarius. So your wish has not yet come true, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to. Remember, redirection is God's protection. Sometimes things happen, and it's like, but I was this close. I was so close. Why didn't this happen? It's because there's something better. And I know when you're in the middle of it, you're like, the fuck? Like, seriously? Why? I don't understand why this isn't happening. And then later you can look back and say, oh, that's why. That's why I didn't get that job, because 6 months later they went under. There was a really great job that I knew that I was great for, that I had the experience. It was a dream job for me to work in a certain industry. And then, boom, COVID happened. They shut down. They furloughed a bunch of people. It's debatable if they're even going to be able to recover from it. And they had a major scandal around discrimination. So I was really glad I didn't get that job after I was like, oh, there I was thinking, this is a dream job. Why am I not hearing about this? I thought I was manifesting this. Boom. So redirection is God's protection. There is something better. The Fool in reverse. So you're not necessarily ready to just leap off the cliff to start something new. You're going to plan. And that's great. You're going to make sure that that little bag there is full of enough food and water and whatever it is that you need on your journey before you just kind of take that leap. You're not doing a leap of faith and just saying, catch me, trust fall. It's more like, all right, it's 50 feet, my parachute, trampoline, whatever it is. You're planning instead of just taking a leap of faith. Something's coming to light. The moon, hello Pisces and Cancer. The moon is about secrets that are kind of coming to light, things being revealed to us, High Priestess energy. So in reverse, I see that as a little more of the shadow side of the moon of, yeah, there was a secret. something or someone had a secret and you found out and you were like, oh, that's why it's not working. That's why it didn't work. That's why my manifestation didn't come through the way that I thought it did. And sometimes it's like, oh, I manifested this, great, it's happening. And then a couple of months or a couple of years later, you're like, this is not what I wished for. This is not what I was trying to manifest. That's not what I meant. Oh, but now you've got clarity and your wish is coming true. So once you gain clarity, you're ready. You're like, now I got it. Now I know what to manifest. Queen of Swords in reverse. So you could be also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be dealing with an air sign, could be leaving an air sign. So the Queen of Swords in reverse can go kind of a couple different ways. So she could be dropping the sword and letting down her defenses. She also could be taking that sword and cutting the stuff out that no longer serves. So there we go, nose. So she is, when she does that, she's a little cold, a little detached, maybe not thinking clearly, that kind of energy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. So you're like, no, I need to go this alone. I need to do this on my own. I need to figure this out. See how he's kind of journaling, kind of studying. You've already learned, and now you're like, I need to do this on my own. High Priestess, also very independent. Her energy is very much like, not that she doesn't need anybody else, but she doesn't rely on other people. It's like, I take your advice with a grain of salt, but she knows. She knows. Five of Swords in reverse. So to me, that's mental conflict with it being error in thoughts. So you could be getting out of that, like, I'm done fighting, like words. You're not having this duality anymore, this inner conflict. You know, you got it right. You got your head right. Eight of Wands. Communication coming in hot. See all those wands kind of pointing out, ready to go. And the Ace of Pentacles, something brand new, a gift from the universe. Like, all right, you got it right this time. Planting a new seed. Planting new seeds. Oh. Planting something new. A new thought, a new idea, but most likely something that's comes to fruition in a very tangible way, because it's Pentacles energy. Very much a divine gift from the universe. Yay, that's beautiful. So I'll pull a couple cards from Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy Oracle. Journey. I was supposed to see Journey this year. Dang COVID. Don't want to come out. That's fine. Adjacent possibilities. Nice. All right, so Journey, number 2. This has kind of full energy to it, but with the planning. See how she's got all this stuff with her. She's on a bridge. She's on one of those crazy rope bridges. There's a few different directions she could go. She's choosing which way she wants to go. Beautiful, beautiful energy. But she's got her suitcase. She's got her lantern. Her path is well lit. She seems confident. She's got her straight back and ready to go. So that's beautiful. Adjacent possibilities, number 24. Oh, 2, 2, and 4. So take a look at all those open doors or windows, however you want to see it. So there's something to this this new opportunity, this new journey, this new way of doing things, and seeing that there's all kinds of possibilities. There are some doors that are closed in that card. It's like, okay, it's not for you. Maybe you've already been there, or maybe that's just not the right thing to do. If you're having a hard time deciding what's right for you, what it is you want to manifest, you can always ask your guides and do the door meditation. So imagine yourself in a hallway, ask your highest and most loving spirit guides to come through, all of the light energies only, and do the door meditation where you're in a hallway and there's different doors. Pay attention to what they look like, what they feel like, if there's light coming from them, or if they're dark, if they're cold, if they're wooden, steel, if they're locked. If you go to touch the handle, what does the handle look like? You know, see as much detail as you can, or feel, or intuit, or think. You know, see however it appears for you. And kind of like, and behind door number 1, and then leave that alone, and behind door number 2, and see what your possibilities are. Does door number 2 even open? Maybe not. Or maybe you feel like you shouldn't open that door. Go to door number 3. What's behind that door? Does that feel right? What do you see? What do you feel? Do you see anybody who's familiar to you? That kind of stuff. Does it feel good to open that door? All right, so for those with the relationship, here's Romance Angel card. This deck is no longer in print, but it's beautiful. And there's lots of other decks that have the same kind of energy. This card just wants to come out. Ooh, Artemis. This is what she reminds me of. She reminds me of Artemis, the archer. You deserve love. You are lovable. So if somebody's been questioning themselves, if they're lovable, if they're able to be loved, do a heart chakra meditation. I am love. I am loving. I am lovable. I am loved. I love that meditation. Wedding. The situation involves marriage. So this could be your current marriage, or it could be a future marriage. Whatever it is, you deserve love. And if you don't feel totally, you can have love for someone but not be in love with someone. You can have a loving relationship with your partner, and for some people it's totally fine to have a platonic relationship with their spouse. That's fine. That's fine for them. And there is an element to that. But for some other people, they need more. They want it all. They want the passion, the stability, the love, feeling safe in every way, feeling safe to be themselves, to feel like they are truly loved and valued for who they are. And if that is not your situation, get out. Get out. And no, it's not just easy for me to say. I have been divorced. So, I know. And it was not easy with a 2-year-old. But it all worked out. It's been 11 years. And we are better friends than we ever were spouses. Get a healing reading card. What do you guys need to heal here with that 3 of Swords energy? What needs to heal in order to move forward? How teachable are you? Number 9. So what lessons have you learned from this experience? What have you learned from the experience that has made you a better person that you can take with you into future relationships, into future situations? Okay, some sadness. 5 reminds me of the 5 of Cups. It's not going to be sunshine and roses while you're going through it. No one said it was going to be easy. They just said it was going to be worth it. And it is. It is going to be worth it. Cycles. Number 6. So the next card, 5, 6. Cycles. There's a cycle to everything. World. Cycles. So water signs got this too. There's a cycle that is completing. And we go through cycles. Relationships go through cycles. Jobs go through cycles. Everything in life is a cycle. And once you learn the lesson, how teachable are you? You can end that cycle. You can get off that merry-go-round. Fits in the Tantrums. I heard merry-go-round. Great song. Look it up. I love Fits in the Tantrums anyway. But when we finally learn that lesson, we're able to get off of that merry-go-round, to end that cycle, and to start something new. All right. So, great message, lots of energy, a couple different storylines going on. So take what resonates for you, as always. So hopefully there was something in here that helped you to make your choice and make your choice towards happiness, whatever that is for you. You're moving on in some way. Water signs got the same thing. And the general reading. So apparently this week's messages are going to be about moving on, moving forward in some way. So that's a good thing. It really is. So hopefully this resonated with you, or you found some sort of nugget of wisdom to take with you this week. So as always, it's a general reading. Take what resonates. All of my information is in the description box below if you would like your own personal reading. So have a great week, guys. Take care.